We receive news all the time, especially in this day and age. And Muslims have been told by Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam to be very careful, to be mindful of what they hear, what they receive, what they believe, and what they repeat and pass on to others. In a hadith related by Imam Muslim in his Sahih, and by others. From Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, كَفَى بِالْمَرْءِ كَذِبًا أَن يُحَدِّثَ بِكُلِّ مَا سَمِعَ. It is sufficient for a man to be a liar that he repeats everything that he hears. Simple. A man doesn't have to be an intentional liar. But it is sufficient for a man to end up lying and to become a liar that he simply repeats whatever he hears. Now, in a day, we hear 100 things. 10 of them might be truths. 20 of them might be misconceptions, misunderstandings. 20 of them might be exaggerations, and 50 of them will be outright lies. If a person repeats every single one of them, he will end up repeating 50 lies, 20 exaggerations, 20 misunderstandings, and only 10 truths. So for a man to be a liar, it is sufficient that he repeats everything that he hears. This is a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now, we receive so much information, so much news, gossip, whispers, telephone calls, text messages, messages through social media, instant messaging, people forwarding things all the time. Sometimes it's frivolous, sometimes it's meaningless, sometimes it's trivial, sometimes it's serious. Warnings which nobody bothers checking, and if somebody did, they'd realise that this warning was actually issued 7 years ago by some authority and is still being circulated right now. Falsehoods. And even before the advent of social media and instant messaging and communication, in normal society, what we would hear in person from people, that in itself was bad enough. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala references this throughout the Quran in more than one place. We hear things all the time, and much of it is gossip, innuendo, insinuations, exaggerations, misconstructions, misconceptions and misunderstandings, and only part of it is truth. And we have to be very careful, especially when this affects other people's lives, livelihoods, their honour, their dignity. When it comes to rumours, gossip, people love salacious gossip. And yet it is so harmful, so detrimental. In fact, many of the principles of journalism are opposed in the Quran. Many of the basics of journalism are opposed in the Quran. Some of the basics of journalism are actually advocated in the Quran, but some of them are contradicted and frowned upon. Not everything which is in the public, not everything which interests the public is in the public interest. Just because something interests us, no matter who it may be in relation to, it's not in our interest to know. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us in the Quran, and so does the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the hadith, that we should disregard it because it doesn't concern us.